Hi everyone, it's Mark Cavendish. Hi everyone, it's Mark Cavendish.
It's Joseph Reed.
It's Duncan Watterson.
Libby Priest here.
Peter Kenny.
Anna Christian.
It's Tom Gandy.
Thank you to everyone working so hard to keep the island safe.
I hope you're all staying positive in these difficult times.
We've come so far.
And we're all in this together.
For your island, for your community.
Stay at home.
Hi everyone, it's Mark Christian.
It's Lizzie Holland here.
It's Phil Pringle.
Hi, it's Erica Kelly.
It's Tim Neal here.
Zoe Jillings Bryant.
It's Sean Jackson.
It's Tara Ferguson. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone helping keep the island safe.
We've come so far.
And we're all in this together.
Your island.
For your community, stay at home.
Please stay at home. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay at home. Be safe.
We now have the 2019 Isle of Man Ambassador of the Year Award, sponsored by the Department for Enterprise. And I would like to invite a representative from the department to introduce the finalists and reveal this year's Ambassador winner.
Brought to you from Sonny Ramsey, the nominees for the 2019 Isle of Man Sports Ambassador are
David Adenall, the Isle of Man's first and only professional 8-ball pool player, competed in the World Professional section of the ever-growing IPA Tour, the World Championships, Champions Cup and Masters, reaching the latter stages of a number of events. Sam Brand, now entering his third year flying the Manx flag on the international stage, is a professional cyclist for Team Novo Nordisk, inspiring and empowering those diagnosed with type 1 diabetes worldwide. Mark Cavendish, after a decade and a half at the top of his sport, the Manx missile continues to fly the flag for the Isle of Man throughout the world. Tom Gandy, putting the Isle of Man on the map in the world of professional golf, with high placings in the PGS Euro Pro Tour and now playing in European Tour events. David Higgins achieved further international success in a long and distinguished career, winning the US National Rally Championships for the 10th time in 2019. Paul Jones, the driving force behind the efforts of FC Isle of Man to join the English football pyramid. Dot Tilbury, recognised throughout the British Isles for her unstinting commitment to cycling and the Tuesday night cycling league at the NSC in particular.
and the winner is Tom Gandy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Tom Gandy here. I'm really delighted to be named as the Isle of Man Sport Ambassador of the Year for 2019, which has kindly been sponsored by the Department for Enterprise. So thank you to them for sponsoring the award. We all know how important sponsors are in the world of sport. You know, not only them with the award, but myself. I have a lot of personal sponsors I need to thank. So thank you to them. As you can see, I like to fly the Manx flag. I'm a real proud Manxman, and yeah, I do it wherever I go in the golfing world. So fortunately for me, it's now on a global scale, and everywhere I go, when you see my name on the leaderboard or anything like that, there's the Isle of Man flag next to it. So I'm becoming quite synonymous with that in the golfing world, which is a real honour for me. The Sports Awards dinner, obviously normally we have that at the Villa, and it's a shame we can't have that this year, but it's a great concept what Isle of Man Sport are doing to ensure it still goes ahead. And one thing I would definitely say is that dinner, usually you leave it so overwhelmed by how is the whole community. It's fantastic, and it's allowed people like myself, you know, there's a lot of people over here I owe a lot of thanks to, and it's great to be part of that community and really proud to sort of represent it. So thank you to all for that opportunity. Yeah, just wish everybody all the very best, really. Stay safe, look after one another, and stay home, listen to government advice, and we'll get through this as soon as we can and back to our sports we love. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much for inviting me to present this award on behalf of the Department for Enterprise. I know how difficult this period is for everyone, and it's really great to see events like this important acknowledgement of outstanding talent carrying on. If not as normal, then at least as normal as it can be. International sporting success is one of the things that really promotes a positive identity for the island all over the world, and is an absolutely core part of showing the Isle of Man as a fantastic place to live and work, and this is why the department is happy to sponsor the Isle of Man Ambassador Award. The success of sports people, like all of the nominees today, are real examples of what can be achieved with the right environment and support, and of course huge amounts of natural talent. And I hope that these successes can encourage more people to make the Isle of Man their home and follow in these impressive footsteps. Well done to everyone, and stay safe.
We now move on to the 2019 Veteran Sportsperson of the Year, this year sponsored by the Conister Bank, and I would like to invite Andy Bass to introduce the finalists and reveal the winner.
Conister Bank is proud to be a sponsor of this year's Isle of Man Sports Awards. We've been serving the Isle of Man's community for 85 years, and it's testament to the organisers of the Sports Awards that they've been able to put this evening together. To so many local people, sport represents the backbone of our community, and it's amazing to see the sacrifices some of our best athletes have made to ensure we stay safe through these troubled times. The nominees for the 2019 Isle of Man Veteran Sportsperson of the Year are
Adrian Beale, third in the Manx 24-hour solo mountain bike championships in the open category, first in the European 24-hour solo mountain bike championships age category, second in the British 24-hour solo mountain bike championships, again age category. Roy Gelly completed 65 years playing for snooker for Maloo without ever missing a match or fixture, and is still first reserve when required and has already stood in on a number of occasions. Colin Kelly dominated the local bowling scene with a clean sweep of all major titles. First Manxman to win a major as he was crowned Champion of Champions at Blackpool's Waterloo Green. Ewan Kinley won Ironman Copenhagen 55 to 59 year age group with one of the quickest times for Ironman by any Manxman. Also won a team medal in the 2019 NatWest Island Games in Gibraltar. David Knight, inaugural winner of the Open Senior class of the 2019 FIM Enduro World Championships, winning every round. Dave Norman won the silver medal in the men's singles squash competition at the 2019 NatWest Island Games. Leslie Slight, World Bowhunter Veteran Champion, European Field Veteran Champion, North America Field Adult Champion, UK and Ireland Field Adult Champion. Oren Smith, a great year including winning the Isle of Man Fell Running League with maximum points, the Winter Hill Running League, the Sid Quirk Half Marathon, and recorded one of the fastest times by a local athlete in the New York City Marathon.
And the winner is Dave Norman.
Hi everyone, really pleased to be named the Isle of Man Veteran Sports Personality of the Year, sponsored by Conister Bank. I've had a great year in 2019, retaining my Isle of Man Championships in April for the 21st time, this being a world record or joint official world record holder for the most national championships won by a squash player. Pretty much with the experience I have and let's say my age, it does have its benefits after all. Another highlight for me was the silver medal at the Island Games in Gibraltar. This was the first medal won by anybody in the squash on the Isle of Man, something that I'm very proud of, and I'm also very proud of the team that helped me along the way to achieve this, and thank you to them. Next year, what's in store for me? Just to keep fit, keep healthy, want to play squash at the highest level as I possibly can. Want to retain my national championships if it's all possible and represent the islands in the European Team Championships. And that's about it really. Thank you very much. I am really chuffed, really pleased, so thank you. Please stay healthy, take care during this time, and take care of yourselves and all your family and your loved ones. Thank you, bye.
We now move on to the 2019 Lifetime Achievement Award, sponsored by Crow Isle of Man. For our Lifetime Achievement Award, there is no short list of finalists, and the winner is selected by the Sports Awards Committee from nominations received by the public. We have asked a number of people to put together the following tribute before asking sponsor Crow Isle of Man to announce the recipient of this year's Lifetime Achievement Award.
Our award winner tonight is someone who has played league snooker for 65 years and never missed a single match. Throughout that time, he's not only played, but he's been the captain of the Maloo team. He's also been the team bus driver for most of that time. And most importantly, he has kept the Maloo club alive through some very difficult days. It's also got to be said that he has been successful. I'm proud to have been part of the Maloo team that won the league in 1978, which Roy captained. Something in those days which would have been akin to the Leicester City winning the Premier League recently. And we showed that it wasn't just a fluke. We went on to win the Wakefield Cup on 2 further occasions, and indeed the threesomes competition. That was one of the nights when Roy, certainly as one of the country boys, got the better of the townies. Roy, we are proud to have you as our president, and we are very pleased that the fantastic achievement of all 65 years is being recognised tonight.
Well, I first started playing the game when I was 8, and that was when I first picked a cue up, and then I went straight into league snooker when I was only 9, and of course there was a lot of new things for me when I was that 9-year-old, going around the island and seeing new places, new venues. And I first came into contact with Roy obviously when we played down at the Maloo venue, which he is the captain of the team there, and he basically runs the venue. And I can vividly remember going into the venue, and one of the characteristics of Roy that he's known for in the snooker community is that he always plays in his suit, and no matter what the occasion or whatever the match, he's always there in his suit and is, you know, immaculately dressed. So of course when I went in there as this 9-year-old and Roy's there in the club, he instantly stood out as, you know, it's pretty obvious he was some sort of figure in the game and you know, iconic in the game. And you know, he shows his craft on the table. It was obvious straight away that he was what he was with Isle of Man snooker and how he knew the game and the tactics that he knew and things like that. And it stayed with you. So in the coming years, I didn't have too much of a connection with Roy because obviously I was playing out of a different venue, and he was playing with the Maloo venue. But we came together about probably 4 or 5 years after then, because I got a role on the snooker committee, which Roy was president of, very aptly, because you know he's the only real candidate for the job. It's a no-brainer that he should do that role. And then I started competing Europeans championships, international championships, which the association sends you to. Basically, you know, you can't enter them, you have to be sent by the association. So I was in a lot of contact with Roy over that time, and he was always very supportive of what I was doing. You know, he could see what I was trying to do in the game, and also portraying the game, portraying the Isle of Man game to a wider audience internationally. And of course I went there and to that European Championships in 2015, which is probably what I'm most well known for, and won the championship. And when I came back to the island, I had a welcome party at the airport, which was all a surprise party for me. And it was obviously arranged by family and friends, and Ken Kinraid, the chairman, was also there. But more importantly, really, for me, was the fact that Roy was there as well, as in his capacity as the president of the association. You know, he'd taken the time out to come down to the airport and welcome me back, and you know, big congratulations and a thanks for what I'd done, basically, for, you know, winning the tournament, and he knew what this meant for Isle of Man snooker. So you know, that was nice. That one thing I've noted with Roy over the years is that with what he's achieved in the game, you know, which we all know will never be repeated again, is that he doesn't just do it for himself, and because, yes, he enjoys playing the game, obviously, but it's the fact that he puts the time and effort in to help the game, you know, through the association, supports me, and you know, it's just good that he is willing to keep the club going and help others, and, you know, not just achieve what he has just for the benefit of himself.
Crow Isle of Man is proud to sponsor the 2019 Isle of Man Lifetime Achievement Award, and this year's recipient is Roy Gelling.
I've just had a phone call from Ken Kinraid that I won the Lifetime Achievement Award. What a surprise! I never thought I'd win anything like that. It's wonderful. I don't know what to say.
I'd like to thank the sponsors, Crow Isle of Man, for sponsoring the league. In 1978 we won the first division. It was a tight goal. The last match of the season we were away to Port St Mary in Potsy's Reynolds team, but I don't know who he was playing for then. He played for lots of teams in Douglas, but anyhow, we were level going into the last game, and they were away to Castletown and we were away to Port St Mary, and whoever won by the most, won the league. So anyhow, we won the league. We beat Portsmouth 5-0, and we rushed to Castletown to see how Patsy's team got on. And they'd won 3-2, so we'd won the league. Dougie Kinraid, John Kinraid, Ken Kinraid, Fred Driver and me. That's the only time we won the first division.
The directors and team at Crow Isle of Man would firstly like to thank all participators in the Isle of Man Sports Awards. We find ourselves in unsettling times, with COVID-19 clearly impacting on our personal and professional lives. It must be a disheartening time for all members of the sporting community not being able to compete and train at your normal high level. Despite the difficulties being faced, I am sure that everyone will join us in thanking the key workers and frontline staff for everything that they are doing to keep the island on its 3 legs during this unprecedented time. Please be kind, stay positive, and find some time for having fun and smiling.
We now come to our final 2 awards, both sponsored by Microgaming Play It Forward. Firstly, we have the 2019 Sportsman of the Year, and I would like to invite Microgaming CEO John Coleman to introduce the finalists and reveal the winner.
It's an honour for Microgaming Play It Forward to continue its support of the Isle of Man Sports Awards, especially at a time when team or community spirit means so much to us all. Sport may have been relegated to the sidelines, but it's still important that we come together, albeit virtually, to celebrate the amazing achievements of our island's sporting talent. All of the nominees tonight deserve our praise and admiration. The nominees for the 2019 Isle of Man Sportsman of the Year are
Matthew Bostock, Senior British National Circuit Series Champion and winner of an unprecedented 5 out of 6 rounds. Second place in the British Under-23 Road Race Championships and third in the British Criterium Championships. Connor Cummings, once again achieved 2 podium finishes in the 2019 TT races. Tom Gandy had several top 10 finishes on the PGA Europro Tour, qualifying for the Challenge Professional Tour and entry into a number of European Tour events. Nathan Harrison, double Manx Grand Prix winner, winning the junior and senior races in only his 2nd year and the youngest person in history to do so. Ollie Lockley set a new half marathon Manx record and was the 4th fastest in the UK in 2019. Represented England on 7 occasions, now the fastest Manx runner in history over 10k, 10 mile and half marathon. Danny McCanny, 2019 British Enduro Champion, 3rd overall in the World Enduro Championships and 2nd in the E3 class. Joe Reid, British Indoor 800 metre champion and represented Great Britain at the European Indoor Championships, reaching the semi-final.
I'm pleased to reveal that the winner is Joe Reid.
Hi everyone, Joseph Reid here. First of all, I'd just like to wish everyone who's watching this video and the rest of the community on the Isle of Man well. These are very tough and testing times that we're going through at the minute, and obviously sport takes a back seat and everyone's health comes first at the minute. So yeah, I'd just like to say that I hope everyone's staying well, keeping safe and just keeping positive through this tough time. Like I said, some things are more important than sport, and this is one of them at the moment. Secondly, obviously I'm absolutely delighted to win the Isle of Man Sportsman of the Year award. It's a massive honour for both myself and my family. My family and I have attended the awards for many years now, watching all the previous winners, and even was there the year that my sister won Sportswoman. So to win it myself is a massive honour. I've been receiving unbelievable support from Isle of Man Sport Aid now for many years, and they've even backed me in years where things weren't going so great, and I guess there was question marks over whether I would go on to be an elite senior athlete, and I'm just so thankful that they've stuck with me throughout all this. Like I said, it's a massive honour for myself and my family, and I'm very proud to win the award in 2019. Obviously 2019 was the best year I've had in my career to date. I earned my Senior England vest indoors. I won the 800 metre British title indoors. I made the semi-final of the European indoors and made my first British senior team. It was all massive achievements for me. And then again, my outdoor season was successful as well. I won the England Championship. I made the final of the British Outdoors as well, and just had an all-round really competitive, really successful year. Ran 3 or 4 PBs. It was really good. So yeah, 2019 was brilliant. 2020 or 21, there's going to be, looking like 21 now, there's going to be lots of major competitions to go for. So at the minute, I'm just trying to keep fit and work as hard as I can to make sure that I'm fit for them. So yeah, there's still lots to look forward to on the horizon. And then finally, I'd just like to thank Microgaming Play It Forward for sponsoring this award. Everyone who sponsors Isle of Man Sport does such a good job in keeping all of us active on the Isle of Man, and just being really supportive. So yeah, thanks again to everyone, and I'm really delighted to win. Thank you.
And now our final award. Once again, sponsored by Microgaming Play It Forward. This is the 2019 Sportswoman of the Year. And once again, I would like to ask John Coleman to introduce the finalists and reveal our final winner.
The nominees for the 2019 Sportswoman of the Year are
Charlotte Atkinson, British champion over 50 metre butterfly and consistently one of the top fly swimmers in the UK. Rachel Franklin won 3 gold medals at the 2019 NatWest Island Games. First over 5,000 metres and second over 1,500 metres at the North of England Championships. Rachel Glover finished 4th in the individual prone competition and 5th in the mixed pairs competition at the 2019 European Championships. Lizzie Holden, 2 medals at the British Road Race Championships, also selected for Great Britain Under-23 team at the European Championships. Jasmine Ingham, Under-25 British champion, first person to win all 4 British youth titles, selected for the World Class Podium Potential Pathway 2019-20. Erica Kelly, English national 3,000 metres and 20 kilometres champion, represented Great Britain in the European Cup. Libby Priest, national horse pair champion, 14th in the World Championships representing Great Britain.
I'm delighted to announce that the winner is Jasmine Ingham.
Hello to everyone watching the very first Isle of Man Virtual Sports Awards. Well done to Isle of Man Sport for their clever thinking during this pandemic. Although I'm sure we'd much rather be sat at the Villa Marina with all our family and friends enjoying the ceremony, but we all have a duty to help the NHS by staying at home. I am very flattered to have been nominated for the 6th time in the Microgaming Sportswoman of the Year category, and even more thrilled to have won. Thank you. A huge thank you to Microgaming for their very generous sponsorship of this award, as well as their contribution to sport in general on our island, something we should all be hugely grateful for. 2019 was a year of highs and lows for me, which I'm sure many sports people striving to be at the top of their sport can identify with. My highlight was becoming British Under-25 champion at Bramham in June, riding Sandman 7, giving me my 4th British title, having won each of the British Eventing Youth titles during the past 6 seasons. Under-16s in 2013, Under-18s in 2015, Under-21 in 2018 and the Under-25s in 2019. It was a very proud moment for me to be told that I'm the only rider to have ever achieved this clean sweep of titles. I also gained Olympic qualifying scores and badminton qualification on 3 horses for 2020, but sadly these events will not take place this year due to the coronavirus, so it'll be fingers crossed for 2021. The saying, the higher you fly, the harder you fall, very much applied to the second half of my 2019 season, where I had a very heavy fall whilst riding cross country in July, resulting in 2 fractured vertebrae in my thoracic spine. This put me on the sidelines for 6 weeks, but I was able, with the help of Team GB World Class Programme and Isle of Man Sport, to complete the last 2 months of the season, where I finished 9th in the Young Horse 8 and 9 year old championship at Blenheim Palace and represented Great Britain as an individual at the final of the Eventing Nations Cup in Buccleuch in the Netherlands, placing 23rd. I'm very lucky to be based at the Pewit Stud in Cheshire with the horses, so I'm able to continue my training with them during the lockdown, although I'm not doing anything that would put me at any more risk of injury to protect the NHS. I would again like to thank Isle of Man Sport and Mica Gaming for the award, as well as all of my personal sponsors, and take this opportunity to express my gratitude to my main supporters, Sue Davies and Jeanette Chin, for trusting me with their beautiful horses, as without them I wouldn't be able to compete at the top level. Another huge thank you must go to my mum and dad, who have supported me from the very start of my career. Personally, 2019 has been a very special year for my family, with my brother Max also winning the British Motocross Under-18 Championship and being nominated for the Under-21 Sportsman of the Year category in these awards. Please everyone, stay home and stay safe so we can help the fantastic and brave NHS staff deal with this virus and we can all get going again in the near future. Thank you.
To everyone watching, please stay home, stay safe, and help protect our healthcare heroes and volunteers on the front line. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our 2019 Sports Awards presentation. Once again, thank you to everyone that has made this presentation possible. And though it is not quite the same as the Villa Marina, we hope you thought it worthwhile. It only leaves me to say, stay safe, keep fit and healthy, especially those who are waiting to get back into full-time training, support each other during these testing times, and we all look forward to meeting again in person in the not too distant future to once again celebrate the wonderful achievements that our athletes will no doubt achieve in the months and years to come. Good night.